LFCTV with your boy Saint. What's going on? And we're here with my boy Romz. What are you telling me, bro? What's going on?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. Just ready
Yeah.
to dump these Welsh fan out the competition. That I mean.
You know what time it is, bro. You know what time it is. Shout out everyone inside. Everyone who's gonna watch this on replay. Just gonna do a quick preview before I do a live one. Ain't streamed in a while. You know what time it is. So I thought, yeah, let me get back to it. So I'm saying, like you said, like Rob said, no long thing. Let's dump these man out of the cup. Cardiff, they're Welsh, yeah? They're Welsh, innit? Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, didn't want anyone hotting me up. Yeah, you know like that. He's like hotting me up, bro. Let me get this all get me percolated. All right then. So coming in, what you saying? Like obviously we all know the Diaz thing and that. We're all gassed off that. So do you know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts?
You see, with the early morning kickoff, it can always be a bit time to get going and that. Like, it's a known thing that we don't really like playing that early in it. But I think we're gonna beat them comfortably, bro. Like I'm not one to always keep up with Championship too much, but I've been kind of seeing where they're at and whatnot. They've kind of been up and down, not really consistent. I think it should be a comfortable win still.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I pretty much got what you're saying in it. Coming into it, like, I feel like the team's been on good vibes, even though, like, do you know what I mean? It's only two man in the AFCON. Like, we've been vibing off that. Do you know what I mean? Like the Luis Diaz signing has been good. Do you know what I mean? And we just been on a nice vibe. Obviously our form as well going into it's been pretty good as well. We ain't dropped no points actually since Salah man. They've gone only points. Only game that we drew was the Arsenal game, and then we slapped them on the return in Emirates. So yeah, man. Going into this, we should feel confident. Man feels confident. I'd say we'll get into like score draws, score predictions and all of that in a minute and that. But yeah, no, I feel like we can't take them easy. Can't take them lightly. Can't take any opposition lightly. But I feel
especially
like
in this competition, bro. Especially in this one, you know the giant killing cup, and definitely.
Bruv, we don't want to do that.
Back of Barnsley back in the day, and never even having Waterloo went 1-0 up, and we got
Wow, we don't want none of that, bro. Don't want none of that. Do you know what I mean? So we just want to deal with the matter. But I also feel like when I get into lineups, some of the man in that we've got will treat this competition with a bit of hunger. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't assume that a lot of these men will get that complacent in a competition like this because of what it means. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Klopp himself, I feel like is showing a little bit more respect to the domestic cups. And you know what I mean? So I feel like we're in good stead for us to really go and do our thing. Not too many men are gonna, do you know what I mean? Like
and I feel like his team talks will kind of be like, look, we've gone far in the Carabao, we're in the final now. Let's take that same attitude into this domestic trophy, because you even said it to me off air. If he can just pick up win these two, like he's won everything in the country, do you know what I mean? If he can, so yeah, man, it'll be nice. But I think, like you said, even in my lineup, like the players that I put in, I reckon will take this, you know what I mean, much more seriously.
Shout out Mary Wallace. St. Gerard's gonna win us the league. In our last game at the Etihad. I've already said this. It'll be too romantic. You know them ones there. Like trust me, Coutinho slap one 30-yarder. You know, like that. Don't get me gassed. I swear down. Yeah, man, everyone that's in here, and like I said, and everyone that's going to watch this on replay, please make sure you're slapping the likes and subscribe if you're new and that, innit? Boom. All right, so let's get into it, innit? Let's get straight into it. Let's get into lineups and that. Let's start with yours, innit? And then we'll come to mine.
I'll give you my play and the reason why, innit? Kelly, because I just think he's deserved it on merit. Alisson a little rest. Leicester's like a big, you know what I mean? This still kind of a big game, but period. Just because on merit, he's good in the cup competition. I'll put Kelly in.
And that's true. Before you even go on, you touched on a good point, and let me just touch on that. Obviously, we've got Leicester at home, away. At home, innit? Yeah, I thought so. We got Leicester at home, like 4 days time, innit? 4 days after the game, innit? So
not too big of a break, I think Wednesday or Thursday night, one of them.
Wednesday, yeah. So I'll double check that. So, like, obviously, with this in mind, like a lot of our selection is gonna have one eye on Thursday night. Yeah.
After that, bro, we've had a lot of players, but we've had a handful that's gone out international break. So to put them back straight into this, you know what I mean? That.
Yeah. And then obviously before you even start, Thiago, who's obviously coming back off the hip injury, was in training. He's now got chest infection, so he's gonna be ruled out. So yeah, and then we're just off the bat. And then other than that, I think that's pretty much everyone. Curtis Jones there. Harvey Elliott back. I think he'll be in selection. And there shouldn't be anyone else really that I can think off the top of my head that isn't. Do you know what I mean? Isn't thingy. So yeah. So go ahead, Kelleher.
Again, many may not agree with me, but Nico right back just to give him more confidence and more game time.
How? He's at Fulham, Maddie.
Shit. I thought he didn't go through at the end.
Nah, bro, he's cut out, bro. Nico's gone, bro. He's on loan, rude boy.
The last thing I saw is that it was complicated.
Nah, bro.
Right, cool. Then, I won't even go to Trent then. Trent right back.
Has to.
Sorry, man. No, bro. I honestly thought it broke down. Gomez.
Your sound keeps on cutting out a little bit. Still, I think it's your headphones. Still, I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah, go say it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can hear you. Go to you.
Hey,
apparently Bruno's just missed a proper sitter at 1-1. Yeah, I know, bro. That's why I was watching that. Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I was watching that before. Obviously, I think Sancho got a little goal. I was like, these guys are gonna start twerking. And then the man come back, bro. Oh my lord, I'm gassed, bro. But yeah, keep Mary, please let man know keep us posted in it. Let us know what's going on in it. Definitely want to see if these man come out. Come on, middles, bro. So yeah, Nico from Fulham gonna come through and do the thing. So
that's a howler from you.
Hey,
but and Gomez, I'll have. I just think Dyke and I want to give a proper rest, and I want them to starting for Leicester. One eye on that game, and so I just feel like
who you saying? Konate and Gomez, yeah.
Konate and Gomez, okay. Just to, more game time. Give them more confidence. But I want to see Gomez, man. I've not seen enough of him for my liking. I know you're not going to break anything that's fixed, but I want to see Gomez a bit more. And I'll play Tsimikas at left back again. Just want to keep Robbo fresh for Thursday. In the middle now, this is where I've dropped him change loads, bro. The middle's the most situation. But even though Fab went out on international duty, I just want him in there for that stability, that leadership. I'll have Fab in, and like a diamond, I'll play Oxen Jones in front of him, purely because the game will run through them. I do think they'll take from a scruff of their neck, and obviously I'll tell you my score prediction later. But I think they will both get on the score sheet. I think this game is ideal for them, and it's made for them too. I would have had Elliott in, but obviously he's just come back from injury. Going to ease him in. Again, I just wouldn't start in this game. He's come back from AFCON and whatnot. But yeah, so it will be Fab and Ox in the middle, and then I would say I'm not starting.
Your things are doing a madness again, bro. It's your headphones, you know. It's them. Yeah, them wireless headphones are acting wild, bro. I'm telling you. All right, so I think you said
is it better now?
That is so much better, bro. That's HD, bro. Like HD, yeah. That's a lot better.
for me, yeah. So Oxlade Jones just in front of Flacco.
Fab. Mm-hmm.
But for you lot that don't know, me and Saint call Fabinho's Flacco, innit?
Come on,
But
you don't know. You should know what time
don't
it is,
know,
bro.
but, and I would play. I was chopping and changing, but I would play, even though he done his thing for Japan. I think he scored a goal, but I'll play Minamino, Jota, and Firmino for the front three.
Minamino, Jota, and who?
And Firmino front three.
So what?
And that's
Jota on the
my
left.
11.
Jota on the left, Minamino on the right. Jota on the left, Minamino on the right. Bobby
in the
All
middle.
right, fair enough. Cool. I would go. I agree with you, Kelleher and goal. I feel like there's only one Brazilian that's gonna start for my team. I feel like I should give him the rest. You know what I mean? Kelleher's cool. Let him do his thing. No more really needs to be said. Trent, I think we're gonna try and play quite a strong team in this. Like I said, because man need game time as well. Do you know what I mean? And we are gonna have one eye on Leicester, but like I said, we need to try and get back in form in that. So I think Trent right back. I was chopping and changing with the whole Konate Gomez thing. I agree with you. I need to see my boy Gomez, man. Like, especially now we've let Nat go. I think it's like this is what we're doing, innit? Let Gomez play. But I'm gonna go VVD because I think he will go VVD. I think he's had 2 weeks off. Do you know what I mean? Get him playing. So I think he'll go VVD. I think he'll go Gomez and VVD personally. Then I'd go Simicast as well on the left hand side. But I think he might play Robertson if I'm honest with you. But I'd go Simicast.
You reckon?
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember I said it. But I think he might go. But I would go Simicast. I think Simicast is more than decent and needs game time. Do you know what I mean? We're in 4 cups. Let him play this one, innit? Right, midfield. I would have a totally different midfield, and I'm gonna give you reasons why. Man, like Flacco, my dog, my guy, but like let him have his time. Let him have his. Yeah.
That I'm thinking, yes, my
guy. It's my dog, man. Them know what time it is with Flacco already.
Yeah,
man. You know what it is, but let him have his rest in it. We've got Leicester coming to that in it. So I'm gonna let Henderson play the 6. I personally would let Keita start because he's shown good form in AFCON and he was suspended for the last game, so he's actually had more rest than. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's just come back. Like, so keep him going. You know what I'm saying? I like that kind of ball carrying option with Keita. And man like CJ, man, let Curtis Jones do his thing. So I'd like to see Curtis Jones and Keita with Hendo. I suspect it might be a Hendo, Milner, Jones.
That's what
midfield.
I
don't mind it so much, if when Hendo's the 6 and Milner's the 8, it's not as bad as when they're both the 8, bro. It's just so
terrible. It's criminal, bro. It's criminal.
It's mashed potato and mayonnaise, bro. I swear down, it is just bland and shit, bro. It is long, but I think it might be that. Don't mind it so much when Hendo's sweeping up. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to when he's. But we'll see. But that's what I would like. I like Hendo, Keita, Jones. Then I would like that of a front 3 of Jota, Bobby, and Ox on the right. I never thought I'd be screaming for Ox on the wing. I normally have said people might call me, and I've often said I think like Ox on the wing.
Sorry to jump in. Do you know why you can validate that off his performance against Palace? It makes sense.
2 performances. He put in 2 decent performances. Scored. Remember the header? Scored the one against Palace.
Yes.
He's been doing bits on the right. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Cool. Continue in it. Do you know what I mean? And also, like, Cardiff is a nice opponent for you for us to do that. That's why I would say that. Obviously, I'd shout. I'd like to see Harvey Elliott come off the bench.
100%. I know ovation he's gonna get from our fans, bro.
I'm gonna be on a mad one. Personally, like to see him come off the bench. Like to see KR come off the bench if he don't start, even though he's in my team. Do you know what I mean? Like to see him touch the ball. And Minamino obviously will be an option. Origi's fit. Origi's back in training. I'd like to see him touch the ball, probably more so than Minamino. If I'm honest with you, shout out my dog Origi and that.
What about Diaz?
Yeah, Diaz. I don't know. Personally, I don't think he will let him. He'll bring him on. I would love to see him, and I know everyone else will. Like, oh my lord, just give him a little 15 minutes.
Right, just a little cameo. Yeah.
Give him a little doggy in that. I'm not gonna lie, bro, but I don't think he will. Just let him settle in that. In it, personally, if I had to put money on it and that. But yeah, that would be my selection. All right, then we move into predicted scoring. What you saying? What you telling me?
I'm not really changing that much there. I'm going a comfortable 3-1. I don't think we're gonna annihilate them, but I just feel sometimes we can have that lapse in concentration, and they might like capitalize on it. But I think a 3-1, because one thing, I'm not underestimating Cardiff, because this is like a day out to clubs that it's like they're gonna put their all into this. And like I said to you earlier, the nature of this cup, how many giant killings have we seen, bro? Like it's a mad thing. But I think, and we're at home, yeah, man. I think a 3-1. I think we'll go 2 up, comfortable. Then they'll get 1 to try and like scale us, and then we'll get that third just to rest the game, and we'll go through comfortably. I'm screaming 3-1.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You pretty much stole my prediction there, and everything. Like they unfolded it, everything, stole it all. So
listen, we already know about our.
I know. We think alike and that in it, so it's mad. Yeah. So like, I'm gonna have to change it up just to keep it exciting and that, just to spread the odds and that. Alright, you saying 3-1, I'm saying we're not gonna concede in it. I say 2-0 in it. I think we'll score in the first half, score in the second half, and I think we'll try and keep it comfortable. I think I don't think maybe the scoreline would. I think it'll be tighter than what the scoreline would suggest, but I think we'll come out a bit comfortable, and I don't think we'll concede. Might as well. Do you know what I mean? Switch it up a little piece. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out my dog, innit? Hey, Squidly 2018, man. Wagwan. It's a big up to you both. Yeah, love, man. Love my guy. All right, we can't come out of here. We can't come out of here without like touching on. Do you know what I mean? My African brothers, eh? My African brothers,
bro.
Hey,
bro. You know, listen. I was supporting Egypt like they were Liverpool. I'm shouting at the screen, bro.
I supported both. I supported anyone. You know, Guinea, Egypt. Senegal and Guinea come out like say nothing. Man was just, you know what I'm saying?
You just want to see our own do well, but
flourish.
I feel like you might say, if we get into the prediction of that, yeah, because it's like, let's not downplay it. Massive game, bro. AFCON final with our two stars going neck and neck.
Massive. They've smashed it. Both smashed it. I would say, actually, no. Let me give it to you. Who would you say has been better? And who would you say has been your... I don't know how much of it you've watched, but who would you say has been your player of the tournament so far, of the two?
Mane's been better. However, because I've only watched Egypt and Senegal already. But
cool.
And to be fair, I was watching Morocco as well. Hakimi was on badness, but I think Mane's been better. But one thing I will say, Salah's screaming for a Trent next to him, bro. Because they're just not on his wavelength. The amount of times I saw my man get the ball, I think I've passed, and they just don't read it. They're just not reading it.
The first game they had man doing up. I don't know what position they had man doing up. It was mad, like it was
crazy,
bro. It was crazy still. But
there was a period yesterday you could have put. I think their striker Mohamed something again, another Mohamed, but the number 9. There was a period, everyone's saying he had a stink in it, and I don't think he did. It's just that when you're playing with players, your ability a bit below you, it's gonna kind of bring you down a bit. And there's a bit he could have played man in, but he just didn't read the run. Like, and Salah was kind of threw his arms up. You know, when he knows he's the best, like, he can kind of get away with that stuff. But I think Mane's been, when I've watched both of them, Mane's been better because he started off a bit slow. Even I think he scored first game a last-minute penalty in that. I think it was the last kick of the game. But when I watched their second and third group game, he weren't really doing too much. But the fit, when it matters, see with these two, when it matters, because you know Salah took a penalty in that shootout, he's burying it, bro. He's been scoring them high-pressure penalties for Egypt, put them in the through to the World Cup a couple of years ago. But when it mattered, Mane, because it was 2-1 and Burkina Faso were on them, bro. I was thinking, brother, these lot can get an equalizer. But the way, when Mane went 1-on-1, I just knew he's going to settle the game and just to dink it over the keeper of that composure.
How nice was it to think of Mane in a different light? Because I don't know about you, when he went 1-on-1, I was like, he's going to do bits. Whereas at Liverpool, I've been a bit... and I'm just glad that he's getting back into his old form. Shout out the man that are saying that this Diaz signing has put a rocket up Mane's ass. If it has, bro, it's a lot for man to be getting flashes of 2018. What's it called? Mane, bro. It's going to be peak for man.
You know, I've been saying, I reckon Mane's going to have an amazing next 2-3 months. I put my money on it, bro, because if you're too comfortable, you know you're going to play every week. Look what's happened. Some might argue, because Firmino rose his levels a bit, and then not saying they dropped, but kind of went back to what people are used to. But, like, you know that initial point when Jota came in and then Firmino came back in. Remember, he scored that clutch goal against Tottenham last season. That, like, he started to raise his level again. I can just see, if people think Diaz is just going to come straight in, they got another thing coming. Mane's going to be excellent these next 3-4 months. I don't care if I get clipped or not. I'm putting my neck on that and I know it. But
now, like you said, like, he's been on absolute smoke in this competition. In this AFCON, he's been on smoke. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been really impressed. Moving on to the thing, obviously, like, it's outrageous that Senegal has never won an AFCON in it, and just because of that, like, they deserve an AFCON in it. Like, they deserve an AFCON. Like,
this brings me to my question: who? I actually think you're probably gonna ask me the same thing. Who do you want to win? I've got my reasons.
So it's mad, like I said, I tweeted this in it, and I was like, "Yo, it is like watching my two youths fight, kind of thing." Do you know them ones there? Like, it's gonna be a hard watch, bro. It's gonna be a hard watch, bro. You know them ones there. Like, I don't wanna see that, bro. But if I had to gun to my head and I had to pick, I want my guys. I want Mane in it because I watched that Mane documentary, and the disrespect that man gets in his country, bro, like, is outrageous, bro. Like, and because he ain't brought the AFCON to them, and like they put dirt on his name. I actually had to pull back the way I talked about it, because I used to talk about him, like, yo, bro, you cut off the boy over da. Then I watched the documentary. I said, nah, listen, hey, Mane, it's just, you know what, be easy. And I'm glad that he's actually coming back in form, but I would love for Mane to do it, because what he's doing in that country, what he's doing as a philanthropist, to just come back and bring their first, bro. Like,
this is why I love speaking to you, because you're kind of making me want to check. You always do this, bro. You want to
man's flying in 50 man to the semis, and next 50 man in the finals, and just like put their first hospital in their country, like that, bro. Just to come back and just like, brother,
amazing.
I would. That's I would have to say. Mane. Just before you answer as well, quickly, Squidly says, Salah will miss out and Mane will be a winner. There'll be no penalty shootout. I feel Senegal going to be too strong for Egypt. We'll see, man.
Squidly, that's one thing I will agree with. When you look at both teams,
that's another thing as well. Yeah, Egypt have been meaty in this competition. Like, they haven't. The one thing, they've shown resilience, they've shown grit, they've shown heart, but in terms of form and how well they've done, like you were saying earlier, they have not been. Do you know what I mean? Like, they haven't been great, and I wouldn't be disappointed. I think a bit of me would be like, oh, Mane, but like I would still be mad happy that, do you know what I mean, Salah. Like, do you know what I mean?
You know what it is? As a Liverpool fan, none of us are gonna be happy watching that final because one of our stars
Yes.
And you know, this is my next question I asked you before I say what I was going to say. Do you think it can be detrimental? The loser of the final, do you think it could be detrimental to the season? Do you think they might come back low on confidence and whatnot? Because you need to remember, this is internationally that their country are the pen. They're both captains, isn't it? Mane Senegal's captain, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, yeah.
it is.
Yeah, he is.
Remember, like, do you think one match? Obviously, they're professionals. They've been two of our best players for last 3-4 years. But do you feel they might come back like, oh, like I let my that natural feeling that I let my country down?
They got to. You're talking final, bro. Like you're talking final.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
It's not like, do you know what I mean? These man, like they ain't come back on some like they final, bro. They got to the final. I think Salah. I think Mane, it may hit a little bit harder than Salah. Like I said, it's his first one. They didn't get it in 2019. They didn't get it again now. If they don't, do you know what I mean? It might hit him a little bit harder. And he is really like the face of that kind of, do you know what I mean? That team. But I don't think it would affect him. I don't think it will affect him so much. So, and not in a harsh way, not in a bad way. Like, that's why we got Diaz, isn't it? Like, I love, you know, like that. I want to just be 100, like.
You know what it is, bro? It's why I love speaking to you, because you just make me think in a different way. But cool. Before you said your bit on who you would rather win it, I would have said Salah. The reason why, we know as Liverpool fans, best player in the world, and we know how good he is. But I just feel if he wins this for his country, it will strengthen his bid for a Ballon d'Or. I'm speaking more on more selfish reasons, but I just think personal reasons, because Arsenal fans know he don't get the respect he deserves. I'm not gonna say we don't care, because we know how good he is for us. That he's not playing for you lot's team. We don't care what you lot think of, but it would just be nice just to make the whole world aware how good he actually is, and people to stop saying, yeah, he's good, but there's other. No, like, people need to understand this guy is the Don. Like, he's top 3 players in world football. That you need to start giving him his respect. And I was just looking at it more of a personal view, that if Salah wins it, then we go on to win a Champions League. His Ballon d'Or has his name written all over it. But I wasn't thinking in your perspective. When I watched that documentary, bro, I nearly damn near cried, bro. The stuff he's done for his country, bro. And like you said,
disrespect they put on his name, bro. Certain man was not rating his thing at all, bro. I said, wow. I said, nah, fam. Like you they were just on something like, he does it for Liverpool, but I don't really do it for us. And it hurt, man. I'm thinking, oh, that must hurt, man. Like, and shout out to Squidly as well. Man said, bro, I was surprised when I found out Mane is only on 100 grand a week. The man gives a lot of his money away in his country. I think actually, if I'm not wrong, he gives 50%. He gives half of his wage to charitable donations within his country, which is mad. Obviously, like, he's on bonuses as well. He'll be on hella bonuses, and he'll be on image rights. So, like, do you know what I mean? There's his wage, and then there's, like, he'll probably be bringing in a lot more than just that. But still, like, he is, like, his philanthropy work is second to none. Like, he's one of the nicest guys. And he's I'd love for him to just have that, you know, them ones there. Like, I love, you know what it is, yeah? You know what it is, yeah? Let Mane win the AFCON. Let Salah win the World Cup qualifier. Everyone's happy. Winners.
Because you know, that's what I was saying. Whoever wins this final, I want the other one to not make it to the World Cup. There needs to be some fair.
I don't know that. I don't even know. Like, make it to the World Cup, because I swear that, is it just they're in the group, or I swear it's not like if whoever loses that ain't making it or not. And I'm sure it's just one of. It's just one.
No, this is the playoffs, bro. Because there's 5.
Oh,
the 5 winners go straight, bro. Literally, there's no.
Yeah, then do that.
Yeah.
Whoever wins AFCON, don't go to the World Cup. Do it like that. And I think if you asked Mane, and I'm not obviously talking for a man, I don't know him like that, but if you asked him and gave him the option, I'm pretty sure he would go for the AFCON. Like I said, it's the first one. And let's be honest, the chances of them winning the World Cup, like, come on. Do you see what I'm saying? So, like let a man win the World Cup. You man go to the World Cup. Let AFCON, sorry. You man go to the World Cup.
As well, back to that point you keep making, it will be their first. That Egypt are level with Cameroon with the most, so they've experienced what it's like.
Bro, they got a bag. They got a bag.
I know Salah's never. I think you know what's mad. The last one they won, I think it was. People in the country, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was 2011. Salah made his international debut the following year, so he just missed out. But I just feel with Salah, he still felt it as a fan, or do you know what I mean? Like, he knows what it's like to win one, the feeling of winning one. Do you know what I mean? Or even being a supporter, where Mane don't have that at all. Like his country's never experienced that. You know what, Saint? You've done 360 spin, bro. I'm with you, bro. Mane now, like if you asked me before you said what you said, I would have said Salah. Like, again, for like more selfish personal reason, I want his bid for Ballon d'Or to be stronger. But nah, man, Mane has to win it. Senegal have to win it, and I do think they will.
If we win the Premier League, yeah, and we win the Champions League, yeah, and we win or like a domestic double, yeah, like. They can't deny, man. Like they can't deny, man.
And he's gonna finish. Everyone knows now he's gonna finish top scorer in the Prem. Like,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. If we win the Premier League and he's top scorer, what are you talking about? They can't deny, man. He make it undeniable, bruv. He's got other avenues. It's not like he has to win this AFCON in order for him to get to where you're saying. There's other avenues that I hope.
Okay, no, you're right. You're right.
You know them way there. So like, but like. Let the Senegalese man live. Like, let them let a little. Do you know what I mean? Let them get a little thing in it. See what I'm saying? But yo, it's pretty much.
But no, last thing.
Go ahead.
I'm not even spoke to you about this off air. Last question. What was your feeling after the Carvalho deal breaking down?
Good question. You know,
because we ain't even spoke about this off air, bro.
Firstly, I feel like the movements, the way that Julian Ward is moving, makes me feel like we're in very good hands from Michael Edwards. His movement with the Luis Diaz deal, shout out Spurs for
Levy's moving his head.
The little discount in that. Cheers for that. And I was onto that quickly. In terms of the Carvalho deal, at first I didn't lose my head with it like most man did. I mean, I was disappointed because I feel like
I know why. Is it because you knew he wasn't coming straight in? You kind of knew
exactly that.
I knew it.
So it was like I didn't lose my head with it. I just wanted the acquisition. I knew he's techie. I liked it. I wanted him, and I didn't want. At that time, I didn't know what I know now, and I didn't want there to be more crabs in the bucket for him at the end of the summer. That's why I wanted to secure him. That was the only thing. I was a bit like, But from what I've been reading in that, Julian Ward has been doing his work with him. Man, I didn't know. There was a lot of things on Twitter like, if you don't want to come to us, then allow him. Apparently, he does want to come to us. He really wants to come to us. Wants to play under Klopp. Wants to play with his boy Harvey again. They had that link up in Fulham. And yeah, like he actually wants to come. He's happy, and if it works out, we get him for cheap. We get him for cheaper. You know, the ones that we get for cheap. It would actually make Fulham look like idiots again, and be like, yo, you should have just taken the P that we was offering you. You know, them way there. You should have just taken it because we'll get it cheaper. It will either go to tribunal or well, if we can't decide a fee between us, and they probably won't want it to go to a tribunal because it hasn't fared out well with them in the past, especially with Harvey Elliott. So I feel like we'll get him for cheaper. I think like it will work out. So I'm not even too fussed about it. Man, and ultimately let him stay there and get them back into the Premiership or whatever it is that they. Yeah, I'm saying it is that they're doing because I know they're on big stuff. Big chance we'll get him in the summer. No, apparently it's pretty much a done deal. I actually read that today. The pre-agreement. That's it. So
initially I was quite upset by it, bro. Like, big up.
Man. Yo, my guy, come on, man. But, so yeah, man.
Initially I was quite not upset, but initially I was like, you know, like you're just on deadline day, you're just greedy, you just want to
yeah, that's what it was. I know, I was the same. I was a bit like, we could have, but it was going brazy on the timeline. I was like, yo, be easy, like
what? Like everything I was looking at was literally. But I knew the reason why I didn't hit as hard. If it was a signing that's coming straight into our first team like a Diaz, and then you're hearing it broke down, you're like, bruv, what? But the fact we were going to loan him back, and you know what? Fulham have their little taps, not little, because sorry, they're one of my local teams. I want them to come back up, but they're going for not even automatic promotion. They're going for the title. Let him win it with them. Nice on the CV, then come to, you know what I mean. But I think it's worked out well for everyone, man.
And the way he just looks like Coutinho's spawn,
bro.
Is a mad thing, bro. So,
I don't like to hype up young talent too quickly, just to, you know what I mean. It can, but you see this, brother,
it's mad,
bro.
It's mad. I don't. Yeah, let's wait till we actually. Do you know what I mean? He's there, confirmed. You know, like that, and it's all, you know, like that. But yeah, now listen. It's been a good one. This has been the preview. Do you know what I mean? Man stole my prediction, said 3-1. Remember that's what I said if it comes out, but I had to just change it up and say 2-0. So we'll see what I got. We'll be back for the review. And we'll get something cooking. I should have had the late night special with my boy Ishmael from Weird and Wonderful, but we changed that up, so we might have him on the review. So we got some things coming. You get me? But yo, shout out everyone that was inside. Love. Shout out everyone. Like I said, that's gonna watch this on replay. Hit the like, subscribe. Don't know. Shout out my guy Romz. Yo,
all the time, bro.
Come on, let's go. LFC every day. All right, we're out. Safe.